What up? It's your boy King Dal 225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, and come part of the kingdom. Man, y'all come take a look at this shit. How many times have I ever told y'all on my videos I tend to look at older white people side eye. You know why? Cause you was there when they was having them goddamn picnics. Pick a niggas, okay? We don't go to picnics, we go to fucking cookouts. You remember them days when America was great again. That's why I don't fucking trust your octogenarian ass. Octogenarians. Old. Like, yeah, you smiling, you acting friendly. When you go to vote, you go vote to oppress. When you go to move to live in this little bubble that you think we live in. Man, this old lady really out here defending slavery in 2023. You heard right. They were given housing and food. Man, what does that sound like? Don't that sound like the same arguments these coonish black Republicans make? Like, slavery wasn't that bad. Remember that just pearly thing? It embellished you to control our minds. Now you see where they get this from. You see where just pearly things get this kind of thinking from? Her goddamn nana. And we ain't gonna know because they don't believe that what they did was hurtful and harmful to our people. They deserved it. Somebody had to suffer for this country. Then they said so much that other minorities started to believe. Mexicans, man, we deserve reparations before the black people do. That's what that little fuckball on that little radio station said. I don't remember his name. Our own people, our own skin tone. Skin, skin folk ain't kinfolk. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. You know, the non-FBA black people. You just get up on bootstraps and work hard. I come from this country and I get success. Yeah, because of the shit that we had to endure to allow y'all to be successful. Like where the Mexicans were, we were slaves. Where the Africans were, we were slaves. You know where your ass would have been? Slaves right with next to us. That's why your ass stayed in your country and let us did all this work. I know we did all this work. Like, what's wrong with these people? Why they can't get it together? And nada boo boo. Well, let's just listen to what this lady got to say. I'm gonna let it play, then I'm gonna run it back again and add my commentary. Just listen to the mind blowing statements. And when I tell you that we the most gaslit people, this is why. Because when we say this is the issue, they like, oh, just get over it. Slavery was a long time ago. You weren't a slave. Okay, well, fuck it. I want reparations for the crack epidemic. You ain't got shit to say. Well, the U.S. government technically didn't, confessed that. Oh, man, cut the bullshit. I want reparations for redlining. I want reparations because my dad couldn't get the GI Bill. I want reparations for all that. I want reparations for shitty mortgage loans. That's what I want reparations. I want reparations for the fact that you created unions to control jobs to block out black people. I want reparations for that. Fuck the other shit. We don't want to talk about the dark history, America against us. But let's get to this shit, man. Remember, this is a B1 channel. Hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. Black first. If you don't understand what B1 means, it means black first.
Country is more divided now than it was when Martin Luther King marched when I was a kid. The Civil War was something that no one could do anything about because the whites, quote unquote, whites from the South are not the only ones that had slaves. Slaves are all over the world. Slaves still exist today.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery to how black Americans are able to live today?
No. I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world. If they open their eyes and listen, instead of just focusing on their little area and people that they hang out with, they would learn a lot.
But from what you said, it sounds like you were born before the civil rights movement.
Oh, yeah.
So black people couldn't buy houses in your lifetime when you were maybe a baby.
I'm well aware of that.
You were 5. So you don't think there's any downstream effect?
I felt depressed at that time.
Yeah.
But that's what Martin was trying to correct. Right now, I see so many people living off the government handout.
I'm pretty sure welfare use per capita is higher in red states than blue states.
Yes, but there's so many people living off of the government handouts. And that is not that much farther away from slavery. When they were a slave, they were given housing, food, clothing, medical care. The people asked them to work. Yes, there were landowners that were violent and mean to some of them, but there were others that were humanistic.
There were others who were humanistic, all while having other humans as property. Don't this look like just pearly things in 2023? That look like her grandma, her auntie, right? It's weird as shit she believe this. Like, if people delude themselves to believe they lies, then you ain't no way you gonna ever change them. So, bro, I always say the only way the world gonna ever change is certain elements is off, it's gone. That shit got to die out. That thinking got to die out. I ain't saying go out there and attack people, man, but the people who think like that, your nanas and your grandmas and shit, and passing that hateful ass shit down to their children with these weird ass beliefs, man, that tradition need to go. I'm gonna run this shit back and hear this same shit again on what she said. Break it down, comment this time.
The country is more divided than it was when Martin Luther King marched when I was a kid.
The country is more divided now than they marched when Martin Luther King did when she was a kid. You mean when they were sticking holes on us, denying us liberty? It's more divided now than then when they stick the dogs on us. Why is it more divided? Because we continue to fight for our liberties and rights. Y'all continuously denying us. You and your Democratic buddies, because you seem very Republican. Why keep telling my people we need to go independent? Don't fear the fact that these Democrats and Republicans are plotting a way to replace us with Mexican votes. We ain't worried about that. Okay? If we go independent, we're gonna be the most powerful group, the most coveted group if they fill our seats in the Democratic and Republican Party with Mexican bodies. Why? Because it's still gonna be a motherfucking stalemate. And the deciding vote gonna be the black vote then. So don't fear change. If they want to get all these illegal immigrants and disperse them in black neighborhoods to try to undercut the black vote, fuck it, let them. Just know that's what they doing. But let's continue.
The Civil War was something that no one could do anything about because the whites, quote unquote, whites from the South are not the only ones that had slaves. Slaves are all over the world.
See, that's another one of them black Republican talking points. There's slavery everywhere. And listen, old bitch, okay? Us black folk know the Civil War wasn't about no motherfucking slavery. You know what I'm saying? One minute they say this, next minute they don't. We know it was about industrialization and agricultural. The slave shit was just a byproduct of like, okay, you know what? I need to get what I want. I'm gonna free slaves. Then I ain't gonna have no choice but to bend to my will. Abraham Lincoln wasn't no black man. He was trying to get rid of us too after he freed us. Fuck out of here. Tired of these motherfucking lies and narrative. We went to war because we thought slavery was bad. Nah, you went to war because North was industrialized, and South was agriculture, cultural, and y'all wasn't listening to each other. Man, I don't need that. I make money. You know, selling my crop. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna free these motherfucking slaves. We're gonna see how much money they make when they ain't got no more free labor. Then in the middle of all, they like, oh, slavery. Man, we know our history. Guess what? We ain't learning from y'all, cause that ain't what the school books tell us. You know, we had to learn this on our own.
Slaves still exist today.
You think there's a direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
No.
See, they never wanna admit that, because to admit shit like that would have to admit that they did something wrong, and they would never admit that. No, slavery had no direct. 400 years of free slave, y'all building wealth. 400 years of y'all denying us wealth, and then denying us wealth after you freed us. Jim Crow laws and shit like that. More than 400 years of oppression and obstruction, misbehavior, laws. Why every law, except for white men, is laws to give people rights? Oh, you get the right to vote. You get to be a citizen. If that ain't had shit to do with slavery, like this all delusional. See, I'm telling you why I be looking at them side eye like, man, prove me. You wasn't at no picnic. You gotta prove me. You ain't seen nobody swing from no tree. Them poplar trees.
I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country.
Just shut up, nigga, and hear what I got to say. You live in America. Man, a black dude said this the other day. Yeah, see, cause he was talking about Brittany Griner and how she standing up for the players now, not kneeling. See, all you black folk that complain, just you the freest you gonna ever be in America. And I agree with you. But motherfucker, I'm a patriot. Cause that's what Frederick Douglass say. A patriot is one who don't make excuses for their country, but motherfuckers stand up to them when they do them wrong. That's what a real patriot is. Even though I ad-libbed it, that's what he said. So all you sucker motherfuckers say, man, if you don't like it, just leave. You always complain. Like, man, motherfucker, we trying to make our home better. Instead of you always trying to, man, well, just go somewhere else. First of all, we didn't ask to be here. Okay? You brought us here to sweep your floors and build your houses and shit. And then when you think you don't need them no more, man, go on about your motherfucking business then. Like, man, suck my dick. This country is more mine than it is yours. My people put in more work, shed more blood and sweat and tears for this country than yours. Okay? Let's continue.
In the world. If they open their eyes and listen, instead of just focusing on their little area and people they hang out with, they would learn a lot.
But
you stop hanging out with them niggas, you learn something. You open your eyes and listen to us good white folk, and let us tell you what to do. Okay? That's what your problem is. Okay? You with your little groups and you listen to each other and you learn the real reason why people went to Civil War. Shut up and listen to us, nigga. Man, fuck out of here, bro.
from what you said, it sounds like you were born before the Civil Rights Movement.
Oh, yeah.
So black people couldn't buy houses in your lifetime when you were maybe a baby.
I'm well aware of that.
You were 5, so you don't think there's any downstream effect?
I felt depressed at that time.
I felt depressed at that time. White lady sympathy. What the fuck we gonna do with it? Can't take that and cash it. I feel bad that my rich y'all so much that you can't buy houses. Yeah, right.
Time.
Yeah.
But that's what Martin was trying to correct. Right now,
And you killed them for it. That part. We assassinated them for it. But that ain't got shit to do with it. That don't connect to slavery and how y'all feel toward us.
I see so many people living off the government. Correct. right now, I see so many people living off the government handout.
I'm pretty sure welfare use per capita is higher in red states than blue states.
Yes, but there's so.
Did you see what just happened there? Do not let your fat opinions. Okay. So many people could be heading out. Man, got more people on welfare and food stamps in red state and blue state. Yeah, well, too many people on government heading out. I used to say this when I was in my youth. Man, see, y'all think this the man, like it took me 44 years to get to this person, but I was this person at 18. I'm like, bro, you ever notice that white folks don't want don't want it if black people gonna get it too? Like they cool with they people getting welfare and government assistance and handout and shit like that. But then it become a problem when blacks and browns get it. I don't want to include browns. Let them speak up for themselves. It become a problem when black folk get it. Like, oh, too many people on government handouts. And then let's specify this shit, right? The majority of the government handouts that are received within our community are from black women. But you're too cowardly to call out black women specifically. The world is scared of black women. They don't critique them at all. And too many people good handouts. See what I'm saying? Y'all implement these motherfucking programs to destroy my community and then double back to use it to throw in our face against us. Our women against us because they take daddy government handouts with the welfare and the food stamp. Like, look, I don't need no man, I'm independent. Then in public, y'all throw it in our faces. Like, it's just like that immigration shit. I keep telling y'all black folks, this is a 3-card Monte bullshit that white folk be playing with this immigration. They stand out in front and act like they don't want immigration. We don't need immigration. While us black folks stand out in front defending Mexicans who hate on us. It's like, they immigrants, this America, this we stand up for. All the while the white people telling you they don't want immigration, do something about the border. It be them ones who hiding illegal immigrants. It be them ones who fucking up the black economy. It be the ones who be talking about black folks don't want to work, they lazy. Nah, nigga, we don't want to work for 45 cents on the dollar and have you abuse us. Like, certain elements who work across the border work and undercut the market by working less than fair market value. Okay? Yeah, I be man, you gonna pay the wages of government, man. I ain't gonna get my ass up. Sir, I 50 cents. Nah, fuck all that. Let's keep it real. So we be out here defending people's right to come to America, all the while they fucking up our economy, black's economy, by undercutting the market. And then come out here bad mouth for us while we defend us. How stupid are us? All the while the white people like, fuck the border. We need to do something about the border. These goddamn immigrants. They ain't shipping them immigrants to New York and Chicago to the white neighborhoods. They sending them there to black neighborhoods to disperse the black vote, right? And all the while, the ones who say they don't want no immigrants in the country is the ones who hire them under the table to fuck the market up. But let me just continue.
Many people living off of the government handouts, and that is not that much farther away from slavery. They were given housing, food, clothing, medical care.
They said slaves were given medical care. You talking about the lashes on their back from whips who trying to run? Food, you talking about that soul food shit, that bad food that we had to pass down because we had to eat the scraps from the master, the chitlins and shit like that. That what you talking about? You talking about houses, you talking about slave shacks with dirt floors. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so very much. Fucking medical.
The people asked them to work. Yes.
And people asked People ask them to work. No. Run them back in chains and beat their ass and kill them if they try to get away and tell them you're not no citizen. You 3/5 of a human being. You chattel slavery. You my property. How dare you think you can get married? What the fuck are you talking about? You want to get married? Like niggas had to jump a broom.
There were landowners that were violent and mean to some of them, but there were others that were humanistic. The country is more.
Tell me that don't sound like just pearly things. Why one will fuck with her? Y'all remember that shit? Huh? Y'all remember that shit? You coon this dude who defended her. This probably what she get from her goddamn nanny. Hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom.